is Perlux Corp's Mechatron Imagenesis Design Lab. 15 years ago, the first Mechatrons of plain Arcadia were born here, and they immediately gained widespread social influence upon their debut. Today, Mechatrons have become the most common and iconic symbol throughout the streets. You could say that Mechatrons are the first and currently only Imagine that can be mass-produced on assembly lines. Perlux Corp has indeed driven the modernization of Imagine in plain Arcadia. Who knows? Maybe even stranger Imagine will be created in the future. Say, dear guests, do you know what the first step is to creating an Imagine in plain Arcadia? As expected of the Nameless, you're quite knowledgeable about the customs and culture of the world you've set foot in. Drawing the physical form means humans using brushes to give shape to fictional beings, which was originally the domain of professional artists. But here, collective creation and standardized Mechatron blueprints have replaced traditional artwork, improving standardized workflow efficiency and reducing wish power resource waste. In short, this is the industrial revolution everyone's been chasing.
Oh, to think that even Imagenesis, a skill as magical as this, could be industrialized. I'm suddenly starting to admire the IPC.
That's nothing. Our company aims to create 2 billion Mechatrons for social production and public services before Arcadian calendar 2030. And that includes special combat Mechatrons like the Daybreak squadron.
That's a staggering number. But can the wish power of the people here really sustain so many Imagine?
That's why Perlux Corp keeps churning out animations and hero shows one after another. In other places, these are just entertainment. But here, they're legit breeding grounds for spiritual energy. All of this shall serve Madame Pearl's grand goals and ideals. All right, back to square one. First step, let's go print the Mechatron structure blueprint.
ここが我が社のメカ鎧現像デザイン室だよ。今から15年前、二層楽園最初のメカ鎧たちはこの部屋から誕生した。そして世に出るや否や大きな話題となり、社会に広く影響力を持つことになる。今じゃメカ鎧はどこでも当たり前に見られるし、それどころかこの世界を代表するシンボルにまでなってる。メカ鎧はこの世界で最初の、そして現時点では未だ唯一の大規模生産が可能な現像種なんだ。まあ、現像種の現代化に関して主製グループが一役買ってるのは確かだね。もしかするとこれからはもっと不思議な現像種が生まれてきたりするのかもしれないよ。さて、ここでクイズ。みんな、現像種を想像するための最初のステップってなんだ？さすが七し人。自分が足を踏み入れたのがどういう世界かよーくわかってるみたいだね。形態描画ってのはさ、要するに人間が絵筆を使って虚構を絵の形に落とし込むって意味なんだけど、もともとは絵師の専門分野だったの。でもここでは伝統的な意味での絵を描くことの代わりとして、集団で共同制作するために統一された企画の設計図を導入した。おかげで作業は標準化されて効率もアップ。眼力リソースの無駄を削減することにも成功した。ま、要は誰もが求めてやまなかった工業化インパクトをもたらしたってわけ。
すごい！現像って魔法みたいなものだと思ってたけど、そんなのまで工業化できちゃうなんて、カンパニーも結構やるじゃん。
こんなのはまだまだ序の口。 我が社は楽園歴2030年までに延べ20億体のメカ鎧の製造を目標に掲げてる。生産活動やサービス用個体だけじゃなく、卒業戦隊みたいに戦闘能力を備えた特殊メカ鎧も含めてね。
20億か。とんでもない数字だな。だが人々の眼力だけでそれほど多くの現像種を本当に維持できるものなのか。
だから主製グループではアニメやヒーロードラマを次々制作してるんだよ。他の世界ではただの娯楽に過ぎないコンテンツも、ここでは実際に精神エネルギーを生み出せる培地になるんだから。全てはパールさんの偉大なる目標と理想のためってね。よし、説明はこれくらいにして、まずはメカ鎧の構造設計図を印刷しに行こう。
みんなで信用ポイントを出し合って買った拡張パーツですから、各自が1日ずつ使うのが妥当でしょう。
万事順調なのもこれまた定めよ。
ご希望に応じてメカ鎧のデザインパラメータを調整してください。メカ鎧組み立て設計図が更新されました。ただいま処理中です。印刷中です。
まさかとは思うけど、もしかしてどう調整しても結局プリントされる設計図って同じだったりする？
もっともな疑問だね。でもその前にまずは私の質問に答えてもらおうかな。努力が実った達成感とやりたいことが簡単にできる利便性、君はどっちが好き？それなら問題ないよ。全自動現像ブループリント設計システムは君の好みにぴったりフィットするからさ。パラメータを細かくいじったっていいし、全部スキップしても OK。 どうあれ最後にはちゃんと基準を満たした結果が出力されてくるよ。すごいでしょ。かつてスクリュー製の発明家たちもこんな風に自問したはず。自分の発明の全てが市場のパンチカードにあらかじめ記録されてるなら、発明という行為には一体何の意味があるんだろうってね。
印刷が完了しました。設計図をお取りください。
その問いの答えがさっきの君の言葉の中にある。私たちが楽しんでるのは生み出された結果じゃなく、生み出すまでの過程に潜む優越なんだってこと。万事順調なのもこれまた定めよ。
こんにちは。こちらでメカ鎧組み立て設計図をお預かりいたします。ありがとうございます。お客様の設計図は問題なく入力されました。すでにパーツの用意はできております。どうぞ組み立てをお楽しみください。
いや、俺はナノカと一緒に横から眺めるだけで十分だ。
それじゃあ私がガイドするから早速メカ鎧を組み立てちゃおう。
Oh, hello. But please show me your Mechatron assembly blueprint. No problem. The blueprint has been recorded. The Mechatron parts are ready to go. Hope you enjoy the experience.
No. March and I will just watch you play from the side.
Now then, please follow my guidance to complete the Mechatron assembly. This experience mainly involves assembling 3 parts: the arm, the shoulder armor, and the daybreak blade on the back of the Mechatron. Go for it, little raccoon! Assemble the Magico Mechatron Daybreak Warriors and save our city!
All right, everyone, I'm heading out. All's revealed in divining light.
Turn over this eternal page.
Stars favor us. People always observe the heavens with my divinations. Thanks to luck, an explosive start.
Every memory turns into ripples. Ta-da! If you find any treasures, please share them with me. Go now. Your little fans are waiting for you.
Go ahead. March and I will watch you play from the side.
遠慮せず楽しんでくれ。俺はナノカと一緒に横から眺めるだけで十分だ。
行ってきて。あんたのファンが待ってるよ。最初の工程はランナーからパーツを取り外すこと。通常組み立てにはニッパー、デザインナイフ、サンドペーパー、それからスティックヤスリが必要なんだけど、弊社からの提供はございません。でも大丈夫、起爆装置で全部解決だから勇気を出してポチッと踏んじゃって。乱暴なやり方に見えたかもしれないけど、ほらゲート一つ残さず綺麗にできたでしょ。これぞ我が社自慢の酒精マジックってね。
Activate the mechanical maintenance arm and align it with the shoulder joint base to connect the arm. Good. We're done with the arm for now. Next, activate the mobile maintenance rack and adjust the mech armor to the shoulder armor panel position. Just like before, the first step is to remove the parts from the frame. Artificial gravity field adjusting. Please exercise caution. Activate the thruster and push the shoulder armor towards the unit interface. Absolutely beautiful. This giant Mechatron is truly the soul of Prolux Corp. Now, for the final part. Please install install the daybreak blade on its back. Aim at the mounting point on the back and fire! Awaken! Daybreak blade! Mission accomplished. The colossal Mechatron you built with your own hands will now stand proudly in the center of this hall. The great hero of the Astral Express has graced this place, left behind a blueprint, and even contributed their own inspiration to the completion of the Mechatron statue. What outstanding promotional material this is for the marketing department. A new hero is born right here. Step forth, Miss Little Raccoon, and become the guardian of Plain Arcadia.
Powerful wish power supply entity detected. Initiating link. Mechatron synchronization rate 15%.
Assembly complete. Could the next step be?
That's right. With the completion of the Mechatron assembly, it's time for some heart-pounding combat.
Mechatron synchronization rate 39%. 42%.
Your little fanboy, Cinderborn, is eagerly awaiting some pointers from you. While we can't power up this big guy, I've printed a small unit. Now it's time to show you how a Mechatron fights.
I merged with the Mechatron? Where am I now?
Why, of course. It's the combat testing sandbox. Look, those dazzling colors are like an express train traversing through the stars. Enhanced full-body armor, a steadfast shield for the people. Roar! Let your blazing soul ignite! What a powerful strike! That's our hero, Little Raccoon! This carries the hope of all citizens! And yeah! What? Our hero got blocked by an illegal building! City, what are you doing? No choice left. Smash it to pieces, hero! Just focus on dealing with the city's crisis and let Madame Pearl worry about the compensation. Duo Mansion City has made it through the worst of it! Hero, now it's your call. Do we press on, or wipe out the monsters entirely? Hero, you decide! The monsters that were hiding here seem to have been reduced to nothing. Who is it? Who could it be? Is that...
Could it be the one and only trailblazer of the Astral Express walking towards us? Galactic Baseballer! We've been expecting you.
Although the giant shadow crisis in Duo Mansion City has been dispelled, the real battle for you and the Daybreak Squadron is only just beginning! As the old and new generations of superheroes, you will face off here to determine the victor!
Forged by raging fire, burn away the darkness, the star that sets the world ablaze! Blaze Weaver! Slice through the skies! Flames of lightning! From the blue heavens descend Azurling!
Shadow the eternal night, light blazing bright, the radiant bow of hope, Dawn Lance!
Cut through despair, unyielding blade of steel, edge that never fades, Cinderborn! You can do it, friend!
Darkness wanes, and dawn awakens! The Daybreak Squadron arises! This is an official challenge from the Daybreak Squadron, great hero of the Astral Express. If we defeat you, we hope you'll accept our invitation to become the honorary Phantom 5th member of the Daybreak Squadron and help us safeguard the peace of Planet Arcadia.
Pink, green, we've got tons of colors. You can set any RGB value you want.
Hey Greg, didn't you have something to tell your hero? Now's your perfect chance!
My friend, you know what? Every time I transform into a Mechatron, I imagine I'm you. I think about what you would do when facing danger. It is your adventure stories that give me strength. So I'll give it my all from now on. Please don't hold back.
Now then.
Let's settle this on the horizon, where the Vengeance moon rises!
Let the two of us see what you're made of.
Come on! One and only Trailblazer!
As expected of the Astral Express hero. So powerful!
Boss, Ray, I'll leave the rest to you.
The honor is mine to cross blades with you.
As heroes, we'll never back down!
For justice!
Never face your struggle! Leave.
Apologies! This strike contains all my respect! Bring it on!
What? Even the invincible little raccoon is reaching her limit? Listen, those are the people's wishes. Power converging as one. That is limitless possibility!
Everyone's wishes. I've received them all.
Blaze Weaver, for justice! What's this?
Teach me your ways!
Leave it to me!
You really got into character. That was some great acting.
Huh? Were we just fighting in a film studio?
Don't tell me you actually thought you were fighting them in a real city. That ain't gonna happen. Madame Pearl's insurance fund would collapse. It doesn't matter if it was a real fight or a fake one. What matters is your experience. Did you have fun? The user gave us a 5-star review. Thank you for your kind feedback. Your satisfaction and approval are our greatest motivators. Looks like the Daybreak Squadron is waiting for you. You gave them quite a combat lesson, it appears. Why don't you go share a few words with those youngsters?
なかなか様になってたよ。いい演技だったね。
あれ？今の戦いってスタジオの中だったの？
さすがに本当に街の中で戦うのは無理だよ。そんなことしたらパールさんの保険ファンドが倒産しちゃうって。ま、本物かどうかなんてのは大して重要じゃないよね。大事なのはこの経験を君がどんな風に感じたか。どう？楽しかった？はーい、5つ星レビューいただきました。ありがとうございます。ご満足いただけて何より。引き続き社員一同頑張ってまいります。卒業戦隊のみんなが君を待ってるみたい。さっきの直接指導でさらにファンになっちゃったのかもね。よかったら可愛い後輩たちに声をかけてあげてよ。卒業戦隊のみんなが君を待ってるみたい。さっきの直接指導でさらにファンになっちゃったのかもね。よかったら可愛い後輩たちに声をかけてあげてよ。
見始める一番のタイミングは10年前だったけど、2番目があるならそれは今だよ。
Hey friend! Have you watched Daybreak Squadron yet? The best time to get into Daybreak Squadron was 10 years ago. The second best time is now! The best time to get into Daybreak Squadron was 10 years ago.
is what exploring the cosmos is all about.
Herlut's Corp's innovative mechatrons are exhibited here for viewing only.
Why is the flagship store more expensive than the distributors?
Oh, how nice. This is also the reward of trailblazing.
Thank you for your understanding.
Barely felt it.
It's flowers. Bloom for tomorrow.
Stars favor us.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Checking out with that.
Time for an overhaul.
Don't thank me.
One step closer to the stars.
Please, this way.
So this is what happened to all the money I gave to Perlux Corp.
This way, if you are.
What a beautiful model city. What a beautiful model city. I wish I could go inside and check it out.
Together we stars. Shine for the heroes.
Clouds have scattered.
I have something for you. You won't get away.
Best of luck. An explosive start.
See you during my next stream. Who else dares doubt Sparksy?
さすが先輩、本当にかっこよかったっす。俺の人生これでもう一遍の悔いもなくなったっす。
グレーって卒業戦隊に入る前からずっとあなたのファンだったみたいですよ。
こいつは請求列車の物語なら何だって知ってる。いつだって君を手本にしていて、グレーの目にはリーダーの私なんかよりも君の方がよほど立派に見えているだろうな。いい戦いだった。あ、勝ち負けなんかよりグレーが君の中に忘れられない印象を残せていたら嬉しいんだが、ファンにとって憧れの人が自分を覚えていてくれるというのは一番のご褒美だろ。
先輩の心の片隅にでも黎明グレーの名前が残ったなら俺は十分すぎるくらい満足っす。
けど残念だよな。もし七死人さんが本当に5人目の仲間になってくれたら、俺たちの名前ももっと売れただろうに。俺たちの活動をただのヒーローごっこだって思ってるやつまだ結構いるんだぜ。
私たちもまだまだ実績が足りてないですからね。
そう心配しなくてもいい。二次元シティの現状を鑑みれば、そう遠くないうちに街全体を脅かすような大きな危機が訪れるだろう。その時になったら盛大に活躍してやろうじゃないか。
だよな。昨日もガス爆発の現場から5人も助け出したんだ。あいつらが無事に回復したら俺たち卒業戦隊の活躍をたっぷり宣伝してくれるだろうし。
またそんな風におかしな言い方を。何かを証明するために行動するんじゃなく、俺たちも請求列車みたいに自分の道をひたすら歩き続ければいいんだって。そうすりゃいつか卒業戦隊も二層楽園のみんなに認められるはずさ。
ここでも請求列車か。まったく君の頭は請求列車のことでいっぱいらしい。いっそ請求列車に乗せてもらって七死人になったらどうだ。
リーダー、冗談やめてくださいって。俺なんてまだまだ未熟者で、列車に乗って先輩たちと肩を並べて戦うなんてとてもじゃないけど無理っすよ。
自分の人生を最後まで頑張り抜こうとする人は誰だって立派なヒーローだよ。
ご指導ありがとうございました先輩。最後に一緒に記念写真を撮らせてもらってもいいですか？
では全員で記念撮影と行こうじゃないか。
先輩とこんな近くで、こんなのもうドキドキっすよ。
3、2、1。
必ず夜は明ける。卒業戦隊レイメイジャ
ー。時間だね。そろそろパールさんに会いに行かないと。ここを離れる前に君の大ファンに挨拶してく。
ブルー、イエロー、よくやったな。さっきの録画をプロモーションに使用すればきっとファンも大勢増えるだろ
う。七死人さんに勝ててたらもっと良かったんだけどな。メカ鎧戦はあと一歩で勝てそうだったし。
何言ってるんだ。俺たちなんかが先輩に勝てるわけないだろ。
けど絶対無理ってこともないんじゃないですか。変化を受け入れてから頭も体もとっても軽くなった感じがするんですよ。グレー、あなたも私たちみたいに。
グレー、覆面のヒーローが立ち向かうべき危険は一つじゃない。私たちが君を一番に必要としてる時にチームのために力を発揮できなくては君だって残念だろ。おや、君のアイドルが来てくれたようだ。邪魔をする気はない。我々は楽屋で待っているぞ、グレー。
先輩。俺っすか？俺は全然大丈夫。めちゃくちゃ元気っす。さすが先輩、あっさりやられちゃったっす。というより俺が弱すぎるのかな。戦いでも人付き合いでも何をするにも迷ってばっかで、先輩みたいな立派なヒーローには程遠いってことくらい分かってるんですけど、ちょっとでも近づきたくて頑張ってきたんですよ。笑わないで聞いてほしいんすけど、俺が小さい頃には人としての道理みたいなもんを教えてくれる人なんて身近にいなかったんですよ。学校にもろくに通わないで、気づいたらチンピラみたいな連中とつるむようになって、相手をビビらせてやろうって拳を振り上げながらヒーローみたいでかっこいいなんて考えてました。けど相手が怯えてるのを見てるうちに、なんとなく自分は間違ってるんじゃないかって、そんな風に思えてきて、そんな時ネットで請求列車のことを、先輩の伝説を知って、本当のヒーローってのが何なのか理解できたんです。今までの自分がどんなに幼稚で最低だったか分かって、グループを抜けようって決めました。今俺の前には先輩みたいにヒーローになれるチャンスがある。卒業戦隊の仲間たちと一緒に二層楽園のみんなを笑顔にして、危機が訪れたらそれに立ち向かって。けど俺はやっぱり弱すぎるっす。列車の七死人みたいに強くもなけりゃ特別な長所があるわけでもない。もしかしたら俺が選んだ道は俺には向かない道だったのかもしれないっすね。
バカだね。宇宙には強い力を持ってる人なんていくらでもいるけど、彼らがみんな七死人になることを選ぶわけじゃないでしょ。あんたは人々のために戦いたい、みんなに笑顔を届けたいって思ってるんでしょ。その気持ちはヒーローになるには最高のスタート地点だよ。
こんなつまんない話に付き合ってくれてありがとうございます先輩。あの名台詞と一緒にサインを。それっすよ。
ルールっていうのは境界線みたいなもの。それを超えようとする人はみんなある意味では七死人だよ。
それじゃあこれでさよならっすね先輩。今日のことは一生忘れないっす。今度会う時までに俺も先輩みたいなヒーローになれるよう頑張るっすよ。
Well, that about wraps up today's tour. After seeing everything, what do you think? You're only realizing that now. That's your greatest advantage in joining the Phantom Moon Games. A story that's already spread far and wide. Indeed, rather than the power to rule this world directly, that individual draws even greater strength from Parallax. The stories and dreams spun by this enterprise are capable of steering the future of planar Cadia and of serving as the cradle for new imaginae. Madame Pearl is waiting for you at the top of this building to discuss matters regarding the Phantom Moon Games. Let me give you a little reminder. The rules of Phantom Moon Games have never required any competition between supplicants. As an IPC employee, I've said far too much. Your friends are waiting for you in the hall. You should go meet up with them. Don't keep them waiting too long.
Daybreak Squadron. Mr. Yang and I watched the whole thing on the screen. Not only did you assemble the Mechatron and give autographs to your fan, but you also got to live out your superhero fantasy. Did you have fun? Mr. Yang's looking at you with such loving eyes, like a parent watching a kid riding on a carousel at an amusement park.
Indeed. Seeing her so happy reminds me of my younger self. Those were the days.
What are you talking about? Mr. Yang, you're still as young as ever. Oh, right. We've been wandering around here for ages and seen everything there is to see. What's this Madame Pearl really up to?
I understand everything she wanted to show us. There are just a few questions I'd like to confirm with Miss Nihilux.
Miss Nihilux? Wait, where did she go?
Ah, there you all are. We've been looking everywhere for you. The Secretary's office sent Agent Feld here to keep you company while you wait, but he said he couldn't find any of you.
Wait, if Mr. Feld is the one who's supposed to meet us, then who is Miss Nihilux?
Miss Nihilux? Who?
Agent Nihilux, an IPC ranking P30 who works at Perlux Corp's Imagenesis Technology Department.
P30? Imagenesis Technology Department? Since when did Perlux Corp have an Imagenesis Technology Department?
Could she be some kind of corporate spy who snuck into the building? Oh, this is a real mess. What are those security guards even doing? Distinguished guests, are you hurt? Or did she trick you into giving her money or anything like that?
This lady seemed totally legit. She smoothly guided us around the place like a pro. I thought she was one of your people.
I need to report this to security right away. She can't have gone far. Let's catch her in the act.
Thank you for your help. Astral Express crew, Madame Pearl has been waiting for quite some time. If it's convenient, shall we head out now? I'll show you the way. Please inform Madame Pearl that the 3 guests from the Express will arrive shortly.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Perlux Corp. To ensure your safety and comfort.
Pearl demonstrated the full process of creating a Mechatron army, based on what I saw.
Hello, guests from the Astral Express. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for your gracious hospitality, Madam Pearl.
I understand there was a minor incident in the lower lobby involving someone impersonating a Pearl Lux employee. I hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment.
We're fine. Don't worry about us. But how are things with you? Did you lose any valuable tech? Blueprints? Or top secret information?
No. Pearl Lux's data firewall remains untouched, and all assets under security network surveillance are intact. The only change is an additional expense claim under my employee ID. Never mind. I can make a preliminary assessment that this was the result of someone's momentary impulse. Lately, mishaps have been piling up, like dark clouds before a downpour, casting shadows of uncertainty over my plans.
Could you be referring to the Herald of Death?
Three citizens were found dead in the Dovebrook district. In addition, an IPC specialist assigned to negotiate the purchase of a mask of elation died in an unexpected incident. This party has made overt threats to public order and is clearly challenging the IPC. My intuition tells me this is only the beginning. Managing capital and managing a corporation share one thing in common. That is, an aversion to risk and a pursuit of stability. And I bear both responsibilities. As the executive officer of Plain Arcadia, I bear an inescapable responsibility for the safety of this world. As one of the 10 Stonehearts, I hope to bring the Phantom Moon Games to a swift and safe conclusion. Rather than staging another dangerous battle, like what happened at Graphia Academy, I hope the supplicants can show the people of this world miracles of joy and happiness, instead of sorrow and rage during the Phantom Moon Games. Therefore, I'd like to hear the Express's request. Trailblazer, please, tell me. What's your ultimate goal for joining the Phantom Moon Games?
You mentioned earlier that you wanted to talk about the Phantom Moon Games with me?
I'd like to talk about our ultimate goal for participating in the Phantom Moon Games.
Huh. Got something in mind?
I think the rules and rewards for the Phantom Moon Games are a little too vague.
That's exactly what I thought when I joined the games 15 years ago. These games allow supplicants to do anything, good or evil. As a result, everything that unfolds in the course of these games exists beyond control. What's more vague is what can winners do when they share the power of the elation. According to legends and historical records from Ahatopia, victors typically first witness the manifestation of Aha themselves. They listen to the victor's wishes and grant them permission to use their power. And the applications of this power seem to be boundlessly vast. When faced with countless choices, the situation becomes even more thorny than having no choice at all. Sometimes I wonder, if we had agreed to become the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance, how would this trip have turned out?
If I win, I'll give up sharing Aha's power and ask them to be the leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance.
That's such a hilarious idea. I can totally picture it. I get it. That's actually a brilliant idea. To begin with, this is far more meaningful than taking up a god's authority and squandering it freely for a single minute. Secondly, placing an Eon on the righteous cause of opposing the universe's greatest threat is something neither the IPC nor the god itself could reasonably object to. Finally, this would also help us avoid the risk we currently face, cooperating with the IPC while remaining wary of being drawn into its ambitions during the operation of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. If we handle the negotiations well, perhaps Aha could stand behind the Astral Express, just like our cooperation with the Xianzhou, where we could maintain distance from one another while offering support from afar. The only question is, will Aha agree?
Don't worry about that. From what I know about them, they'll agree. What kind of god of games would they be if they broke their own rules? Besides, they still owe the Express a debt. This is their IOU for the Express debt from when they were traveling with Akavili, complete with their signature and seal. Use this to blackmail them. That one will definitely give in to your demands. Probably.
So, you're saying you want AHA to take on the leadership of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Huh. Logical extrapolation. Failed. Success rate indeterminable. This peculiar proposal nearly brought my thought process to a halt. This request is far too lacking in structure, yet within an irrational context, it seems to conceal a certain kind of logic. If the universe is the master of Elation's playground, then they should do something about this playground that's about to be destroyed. As expected of the Trailblazer, your thinking is so out of the box. I've learned something today. However, I don't think you stand much of a chance in the games, because I've joined as a supplicant. Not a single rule in the Phantasmoon games requires supplicants to engage in combat, so there's no need for hostility between us.
Plain Arcadia's administrator is a supplicant?
At the same time, she has at her disposal assets of staggering magnitude. What, Perlux Corp among them.
Aww, with money and power on her side, wouldn't her chances of success be way higher than ours?
As I previously proposed to Miss Himiko, I'm willing to cooperate with the Astral Express to ensure the smooth progression of the Phantasmoon games.
But the Astral Express isn't your only partner, is it?
I have 2 other allies. However, you all are my most promising ones. Once the Astral Express joins, it will maximize the safety and success of this Ionic game. And I will do everything in my power to fulfill my partner's wishes within that limited minute.
As we told you before, our strategy is to become a sail, advance and retreat together. The Astral Express is not a lone supplicant, since we have our own allies in the games.
An ally like Sparksy? It's true that you defeated her and took her mask. But given her typical decision-making style, Sparksy isn't exactly what you'd call a reliable ally. Hypothesis. The Sinwish Syndicate's missing mask. I thought it fell into the Cienjo's hands. Don't tell me. Yao Guang gave it to you guys?
That's right. 3 against 3. We're tied at the moment.
With this new variable in play, I'll have to adjust my extrapolations. But the conclusion seems unchanged. After all, as the administrator of this world, I have the natural advantage in resources.
An IPC senior executive, Plain Arcadia's administrator, a member of the 10 Stonehearts, joining the games personally. It certainly has an intimidating ring to it. But when you think about it, isn't this identity precisely the greatest burden Madame Pearl has to overcome?
She's right. Your identity is far too sensitive. You want to control these games and end it safely and quickly. But Plain Arcadia's citizens might not see it this way. All they see is the all-powerful IPC and an influential executive pulling all the strings. Your every action will be scrutinized twice over.
A observation, I must say. Quite impressive.
But I do not believe you yourself would overlook this. Madam Pearl, what is it that you seek to obtain from the Moon games at any cost?
What I seek is a treasure lost to this world's history. I want to recreate Graphia's divine art of imagenesis.
Does that have something to do with painting?
Hard to believe, no? My birth originated from the theme assigned by the celestial differentiator of planet Scrulum, art. At first, I was nothing more than a machine that imitated human paintings. For an Intellitron, generating works of art is no great challenge. Day after day, I studied. Day after day, I exhausted every possibility. I could instantly analyze the proportional structure and pigment composition of any painting. I could precisely reproduce every pixel of Graphia's masterpieces. Yet I could not create as she did. Graphia's ultimate creation was establishing the world in canvas at the end of the Moon games. I want to understand her thoughts at that moment and touch the essence of creation.
Is this your personal pursuit? Or the IPC's demands on this world?
Both. The IPC's point of view is far more pragmatic. The world in canvas is a dimension that can shield us from the Antimatter Legion's warfare, and they've always been eager to master this technology.
Unfortunately, it seems we can't convince each other to back out for now.
Then, I have another proposal. Why don't we shift our perspective and turn our attention to those two supplicants who haven't surfaced yet? These two individuals' objectives are unclear, and their abilities remain a mystery. If left unchecked, we might see a repeat of the Herald of Death tragedy. I have a cooperation proposal that could help us gather intelligence on them, and I'm willing to share this piece of information with you all. That is correct. But all you need to do is sacrifice a tiny sliver of your reputation. Before we move on to the details of our cooperation, would you like to take a short break and have some tea to wet your whistles? Or shall we continue?
Tsumari, 反壊滅同盟のリーダーとしての責任をアッハに担ってもらうというお話ですか？合理的な結論を導けませんでした。成功率を算出できません。あまりに想定外の奇策に危うく思考停止に陥るところでした。あまりに無軌道な要望ですが、非合理的に見える中にもどこか合理的なものが埋もれているように思えます。そう、もしもこの宇宙そのものが優越の主にとっての遊び場であるなら、その遊び場の危機に祖は何かしらの対処をするべきなのでしょう。さすがは開拓する者、こんなにも自由な発想をするとは。実に興味深い学びでした。ですが、あなたがこの遊戯の勝者になる確率はそれほど高くはありません。なぜなら、この私もまた聖越者となったからです。
幻月遊戯には聖越者同士が争わなくてはならないなどというルールはありません。私たちが敵対する必要はないのです。
二層楽園の管理者が聖越者に？
単に管理者であるだけでなく、主聖グループという大きな資産をも握っている。
以前に
お金も影響力もあるってことは、向こうの賞賛はうちらよりずっと高いってこと？
以前に姫子さんにお話しした通り、今回の幻月遊戯を無事に進めるため、私は請求列車との協力を希望しています。
だが、請求列車が唯一の協力相手というわけではないだろ
う。確かに、私には他に2名の盟友がおりますが、皆様こそ、私が最も期待を寄せる協力相手なのです。請求列車との協力関係が成立すれば、その時点でこのアイオーンのゲームの安全と勝利は最大限保証されたと言っても過言ではないでしょう。そして私は協力者の願いを叶えるために全力を尽くします。限られた1分という時間の中で。
以前にも話した通り、俺たちのやり方は自らが穂となり運命共同体となった人々と共に歩むというものだ。それはこの幻月遊戯でも変わらない。請求列車は孤独な聖越者ではなく、すでに協力者を得ている。
火花さんのことですか？確かに皆様は彼女を倒し、その仮面を手に入れた。ですが火花さんのこれまでの振る舞いを見るに、彼女は信頼できる盟友にはなり得ないかと思われますが、推論、新ウィッシュマフィアが失ったという仮面でしょうか。先週人の手に渡ったものと思っていましたが、まさか黄皓将軍がその仮面を皆様に？
そうだよ。これでお互いに仮面は3枚ずつ互角ってわけだね。
未知の変数を加えて再計算しましたが、やはり結論に大きな変化はありません。結局のところ、私がこの世界の管理者である限り、リソースの面で優位に立つことになるのはこちらですから。
カンパニーの重役にして10の赤心の一人、そして二層楽園の管理者でもある人物が満を持して遊戯に参加なんて言うとすごいことのように聞こえるけど、よく考えればその立場こそあんたが乗り越えなくちゃいけない一番大きな壁になるんじゃないの？
その通りだ。君の立場は強力だが、それゆえにデリケートな部分も多い。この儀式をコントロールし、迅速かつ安全にそれが終わることを願っているようだが、二層楽園に暮らす人々が同じように考えているとは限らない。彼らの視点からは、強大な権力を握るカンパニーの重役が全てを操っていると見えてもおかしくない。君の一挙手一投足に人々は厳しい監視の目を向けるだろ
う。鋭い考察ですね。感心します。
しかし、君がそのことを見落としているとも思えない。それでもなお、君が必死になってこの幻月遊戯に求めているものは一体何なんだ？
私が求めているのは、歴史の中でこの世界が失った宝。かつてグラフィエが行った現像の神業。その再現ですよ。
パールさんって絵にこだわりがあるの？
はい。私はかつてスクリュー製の天体解析官に所属していました。信じられないかもしれませんが、そこで私が誕生するきっかけとなったテーマは芸術なのです。当初 私は人間の絵を模倣するだけの機械でした。オムニックにとってアート作品を生成することはそう難しいことではありません。私は日々学習し、あらゆる可能性を試しました。どんな絵であれ、構図も絵の具の成分も瞬時に解析でき、グラフィエの作品であっても1ピクセル単位での正確な再現が可能です。しかし私には彼女のような想像はできませんでした。グラフィエの最高傑作は幻月遊戯の終わりに切り開かれた絵の世界です。私はその瞬間の彼女が果たして何を思い考えていたのかを知り、その想像の真髄に触れてみたいのですよ。
それは君の個人的な探求か？それともカンパニーがこの世界に求めているものがそれだと？
その両方です。もっともカンパニーの考えはより合理的なものですが、反物質レギオンの脅威から逃れるための技術として彼らは長らく絵の世界に強い関心を寄せてきましたから。
残念ながら我々が互いに妥協点を見つけるのは現状では難しそうだ。
では別の提案を。視点を変えて未だ姿を見せていない2名の聖越者に注目してみませんか？その2名については目的も能力も謎に包まれたまま、これを放置しては失ゲ魔の悲劇の再来となる懸念が極めて大きい。そこで彼らの情報を探るための策があります。もちろん得られた情報は皆様にも開示しましょう。ええ。ですが皆様が支払うのはほんのわずかな名声だけです。提案の詳細をお話しする前に、小休止のお茶はいかがですか？それともこのまま話を続けましょうか？お茶菓子もご用意いたしました。どうぞお召し上がりください。
こういう場面はやはり緊張するか？肩の力を抜いて大丈夫だ。少しずつ慣れていけばいい。
Where do you think you're going? Our negotiations with Madame Pearl aren't over yet.
Do you feel nervous in a situation like this? Relax. You'll get used to it soon.
What the?
This is a specialty from the Cienzhou, a precious item called MUNG bean soda. that General Yao Guang gifted me. As an Intellitron, I can't enjoy human beverages, so I've specially saved this for my esteemed guests.
Seems we really do have a special connection with these drinks.
Where do you think...
I was thinking of having Pearlux Corp host an expo for the Astral Express. As for the name, how about Star Rail Fest?
Star Rail Fest? You mean hosting a Fluffy Across the Blue convention?
Correct, but not entirely. The Fluffy is well known in this world, so it's a good collaboration element. But what I want is an unprecedented Astral Express exhibition, with the Fluffy being just a small part of it. The real stars of this grand event will be you, the Express crew. You'll be there in person to meet the people of this world.
Are you trying to use this exhibition to lure those two unidentified supplicants out of hiding?
Huh? What if they're up to no good? Won't that just make us walking targets?
There are many ways to take the lead afterward. I'm less concerned about the progress than about the unknown risks our plan might face. Together, we can create a miracle for all to witness in Arcadia devoted to the legends of heroes. I'll also get Full Wish TV and other mainstream media outlets involved for promotional cooperation. And in return, Wish power will flow to you. Of this, I have no doubt. A wise choice. Before the Star Rail Fest officially begins, I have one more favor to ask of you all. I'd like the Express crew to pay a visit to Blurry QR Colt, the original author of Fluffy Across the Blue.
Doesn't Pearlux own the rights to the Fluffy?
Since their debut, this author has remained anonymous, never revealing their true identity in public. But if the real-life inspiration behind the story were to pay them a personal visit, it would surely be a great honor, and likely persuade them to attend a signing, stoking the excitement even further. Now that we've reached an agreement, I'll leave it in your capable hands. My secretary will be in touch to keep all parties apprised. By the way, before you leave, please accept this small gift as a memento of our first collaboration. I've studied in detail the records of my colleagues' interactions with partners in Penacony, and I was particularly inspired by Aventurine's technique of giving small gifts that symbolize good fortune. So please, keep this chip with you as a symbol of good fortune for our future cooperation. Take care, everyone.
「主催グループの主催で請求列車をテーマとした展覧会を開催したいと考えています。イベントの名称は請求列車フェスでいかがでしょうか。
請求列車フェス？つまり主催グループが主催になって晴天航路モフモフ号のイベントをやるってこと？
その認識でも間違いというわけではありません。モフモフ号の二層楽園での知名度はとても高く、 コラボ相手として悪くない選択です。ですが私が望んでいるのはかつてないほどの規模での請求列車展覧会です。モフモフ号はあくまで数ある見どころのうちの一つでしかありません。この大規模な催しの主役はあなた方、列車組の皆様が実際に会場に現れてこの世界に暮らす人々と直に触れ合うのです。
その展覧会を利用して正体不明の2人の聖越者をおびき出すということか。
じゃあもしもその2人に悪意があったらうちらが狙われることになるんじゃない？
その点で遅れを取ったとしても後から巻き返す案はいくつもありますから。私が懸念しているのはこの計画を進める上で発生しうる未知のリスクに関してです。私たちが力を合わせれば二層楽園の住民たちに奇跡を、英雄の物語に触れることができる遊園地という奇跡を見せることができるはずです。マンガンテレビをはじめ主要メディアにも宣伝協力を依頼します。間違いなくそれに見合うだけの眼力が皆様のもとへ流れ込むことになるでしょう。賢明な選択です。請求列車フェスの正式開催前に皆様にもう一つお願いが。列車組の皆様にはぜひ一度晴天航路モフモフ号の原作者二次元ホース先生と会っていただきたいのです。
モフモフ号って主星グループから出てるんじゃないの？
デビュー以来彼はずっと正体を隠していて人前に姿を見せたことがないのです。しかし作品のモデルとなった皆様が直接自宅まで足を運んだとあれば皆様の顔を立ててサイン会に出席してくださるかもしれません。そうなればさらなる盛り上がりも期待できるでしょう。では皆様どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。秘書を通じてこちらからも随時情報を共有させていただきます。ああ、それからお帰りの前にこちらを、我々の協力関係を記念したささやかな贈り物です。ピノコニーで同僚たちと協力相手との間にどのようなやりとりがあったのかその記録を研究しました。中でも幸運を象徴するプレゼントを贈るというアベンチュリンさんのやり方は非常に参考になりました。ですからそのチップは我々の良き協力関係の始まり、その象徴としてお持ちください。それでは皆様どうぞ気をつけてお帰りください。
ああ、失礼する。
探偵として雇われた以上は伝える義務があると思うから言うんだが、盛大な展覧会なんてのは血塗られた遊戯を再現する絶好のチャンスになるぞ。
もちろんそれは承知しています。ですから一つあなたに仕事の依頼を。請求列車フェスの最中七死人たちを守ってください。
守るって僕が彼らをか？連中の実力を考えるとその必要があるようには思えないがね。それともオタクの計算ではそれだけヤバいことが起きそうなのかい？
何度も計算を繰り返した結果、不安要素を示す小さなシグナルが私の思考インターフェースに浮かび上がってきました。できる限りの準備をしておかなくては。仮面を受け取っていただいたところで次は報酬の話をしましょうか。今回は何を？例によってお金でしょうか？
報酬の前にまずは失ゲ魔について話そう。超常現象管理局は血塗られた遊戯に関する資料を封印やら処分やらしたようだが、それでもいくつか尋常じゃない点を見つけることくらいはできた。事件後、被害者の家族たちはどれほどの精神的苦痛も癒せそうなほどの莫大な賠償金を受け取ってる。だから二層楽園の公的支出を追えばそこから何か見つかるんじゃないかと思ったんだがね。ところが不思議なことに、公開された財務報告の中にその手の項目は見当たらなかった。それじゃあ一体その金は誰が払ったんだろうな。そう、オタクラスターピースカンパニーの技術開発部がその天文学的な数字の賠償金を引き受けたのさ。さて、どうしてカンパニーの学者先生たちはこんな小さな辺境の星での事件にそれだけの予算を割いたのか。まさか彼らは研究だけじゃなく慈善事業にも熱心なのか。
これが人間ドラマであれば、私は称賛の拍手をあなたに送るところでしょうか。そこまで調べ上げるとは、さすがは名探偵の人脈と実力です。
こいつが映画か何かなら、オタクみたいな大物は大抵真っ黒な銃口をこっちに向けてるだろうな。あなたは知りすぎましたって言って次の瞬間バーン、銃声が響き渡り、真相にたどり着いた哀れな僕は退場って筋書きだ。
すみません、小切手を書いているので手が離せないのです。品津さん、教えてください。今回の報酬額にゼロはいくつ必要ですか？
金額は問題じゃない。
もちろん金額は問題になりません。では1億信用ポイントでいかがでしょうか？
報酬じゃなく遺族への口止め料だとでも？教えてくれ。どうして技術開発部は大金を出してまでこの件をもみ消した？
3億。あなたがお金を必要としていることは知っています。コールドスリープ、殉職した仲間たちの遺族を支えること、生き残った者たちの治療、本当にお金を必要とする人の手にそれを渡すことこそ本当の意味での戦略的投資だと思いませんか？
僕はオタクらの手下じゃないぞ。答えろ、オムニック。
5億。計算エラーが起きたことにして10億と書き換えてもいいですよ。お金か答えか、どちらを取るか選んでください。
答えだ。
想定外の選択です。あなたの意思決定パターンについての認識を更新します。尾行。この言葉に挑発の意図は含まれていません。質問の答えですが、私も多くは知りません。信じがたいことかもしれませんが、CEO の権力も無限ではありませんから。それに失ゲ魔の事件はもう15年前のことです。
As your private detective, I must warn you that a grand exhibition of unprecedented scale would make for a perfect opportunity to reenact the blood-stained games.
I understand. That's why I have a mission for you. Protect the Nameless at Star Rail Fest.
You actually think they would need my protection with their strength? Don't tell me your extrapolations predict even bigger trouble ahead.
Hidden beneath each extrapolation, tiny signals of unease keep bubbling up to my thought interface. I must be thoroughly prepared for whatever may come. now that you've taken up the mask, let's talk about payment. What do you want? The same as always? Money?
Before we talk about payment, let's discuss the Herald of Death. Although the Department of Aberration Defense sealed and destroyed all records of the Bloodstained Games, I still managed to uncover some unusual leads. After the Herald of Death incident, the victims' families collectively received compensation so massive it could fill any gaping wound. So, I figured, maybe we could find some leads by looking into official Plain Arcadia expenditures. But here's the interesting part. This item was nowhere to be found in that year's public financial report. Care to guess whose books this money went through? It was you, the omnipresent IPC. To be precise, it was the IPC's technology department that paid this astronomical compensation.
Following the usual human drama tropes, am I supposed to give you a round of applause now? Being able to dig up all this information really shows your connections and capabilities, Detective Ashvale.
In movies, a big shot like you would usually raise a hand right about now, revealing the dark muzzle of a gun. I'm afraid you've learned too much. And bang! That's when the gun goes off. And I, the poor sap who uncovered the truth, am supposed to bite the dust.
Sorry, my hand is on the checkbook and unavailable. Mr. Ashvale, tell me, how many zeros would you like to see on that check for our cooperation?
It's not about the money.
Indeed, money isn't the issue. 100 million credits.
Are you trying to buy me off like some poor victim's family? Tell me, why did the technology department pay to sweep this under the rug?
300 million? I know you've always needed money. For cryosleep, supporting the families of fallen comrades, and for treating those who survived. Isn't this exactly what strategic investment is about? Putting money in the hands of those who need it?
I'm not your lackey, Intellitron. Tell me the answer.
500 million? I could pretend there's a glitch in my calculation process and make it a cool billion for you. Money or answer? Your call.
I want the answer.
Oh, an unexpected choice. It defies my usual understanding of your decision tree. Note, I say this without sarcasm or ridicule. The answer is, I don't know much. Hard to believe, perhaps. But as CEO, my power isn't unlimited. Besides, the Herald of Death affair lies 15 years in the past. This world is like an unfinished game of chess that's been dragging on for years. The hidden moves laid by the previous player keep becoming my challenges. Even today.
But since you've invited me to finish this game together, sharing intel is a must.
Reasonable. I'll share what I know about the answer. Marcus Antali, the Herald of Death, last member of the Intelligentsia Guild School of Evolutionary Perfection. 5 years ago, his identity was confirmed, and he was executed. Note, executed in every sense of the word. Miss Yabali, head of the technology department, took possession of his belongings, and even I don't have the clearance to access those records.
No wonder. So, that guy was practically IPC personnel, give or take. That also explains why the technology department shelled out the compensation. Yet, the method behind this latest killing is identical to the one from years ago. If the Herald of Death is truly dead...
A serial killer coming back from the dead is the least of our worries. Even if a serial killer does come back to life, he's still just a serial killer who's been shut out of the Ionic game. What's more concerning is this. Someone wants to exploit the legacy of the Herald of Death. Misyabali took away everything that man left behind, except for the fear he instilled in the people of this world. And during the Phantasmoon Games, not only can miracles trigger wish power, but fear too. Based on my extrapolations, the appearance of this new Herald of Death might mark the beginning of the festival spiraling out of control.
No wonder you're in such a hurry to end the games.
Mr. Ashvale, I've always respected you. But right now, I need to rely on your strength even more.
Respect. When I was younger, what I really wanted was to make the IPC fear me. The passage of time's not exactly kind, is it? Deal, Madam Pearl. But I will require one more form of compensation. Whoever this new Herald of Death is, I must deliver justice with my own hands. This time, there won't be any lengthy interrogation.
By the authority vested in me as CEO of Plain Arcadia, I pardon all crimes committed in the course of your revenge. Go ahead and do what you must, Mr. Ashvale.
My friend, I don't blame you, but I'm done being a breathing dead weight. So do me a favor and pay me back for that drink with this bullet.
Just do it, you coward! Let me die as a Galaxy Ranger before I turn into a monster of abundance! Shoot me! I beg you.
My Skybo above, may you have a pleasant dream.
Not knowing who you are, not knowing why you exist here, that isn't life. In ancient times, humanity's daily goal was to obtain 2,000 calories of food. Humans back then knew they were just one member of the animal kingdom. They understood why they migrated, hunted, gathered. But now, in an era where you can get food delivered to your door with just a tap of your finger, effortlessly achieving that 2,000 calorie goal, humanity has lost its way like never before. Tell me, will the Phantasmoon Games bring a new direction to this world, Ashvale?
What's wrong with getting food with just the tap of your finger? Well, don't tell me you want to go back to the days when everyone was starving and at the mercy of the harvest? 2,000 calories are pointless, but just for survival. It's the goals beyond 2,000 calories that define humanity. And the Phantasmoon Games holds up a mirror to humanity, allowing them to see their truest selves. I'm just a detective. Ask me such a profound question again next time, and I'll charge extra.
My apologies. I just heard you joined the Phantasmoon Games and couldn't resist asking for your thoughts. You've met Madame Pearl, huh?
She dumped this hot potato of the Herald of Death on me.
On us. Judging by your expression, it seems less like a hot potato and more like a sweet fruit.
Because I have a lead now. I think the key lies in the word copycat. To prevent copycats, you kept the Herald of Death's modus operandi from 15 years ago under wraps, which means...
There's only a few people who could reproduce this killing method with such precision. The investigators from the Security Bureau and the Department of Aberration Defense at the time, and those directly involved in the Herald of Death case.
Detective Kuchiba, I've heard that you've devoted considerable time to researching the crimes from the Phantasmoon Games.
So, I'm the prime suspect now. Is that it?
Just a bit of minor deduction. After all, murderers always love to return to the scene of the crime. Isn't it coincidental that you happen to be standing right before my eyes?
That's not deduction. It's a conjecture at best. As for investigating those two categories of suspects, we've been doing that for a long time already. It's been 15 years. The relevant people and the victims' families have all gone their separate ways. Tracking them down now won't be easy.
Yeah. After losing their loved ones in such a cruel way, their hearts were shattered. Many couldn't bear to stay in Dovebrook District and chose to move away. I remember seeing that in the case files you sent me. They even formed a mutual aid society for the victims.
I wonder, after all these years, have they managed to heal the wounds in their hearts?
Maybe they have. After all, they go by a new name now. The Research Society of Happy Smiles.
Ah, you mean that charity with the slogan, Healing Smiles, Healing Arcadias?
Before he died, Costide mentioned that group to me. He said quite a few young people in the gang left without looking back, just to join them. So I thought, maybe we should start by looking into their rivals.
The Research Society of Happy Smiles, huh? A charity that helps people escape their pain and find happiness, offering free counseling, medical care, all of that good stuff. Sounds like they've turned over a new leaf. How could you call them rivals to the underworld?
I dug a little deeper into them and found something interesting.
You mean your monkey dug up something interesting, right?
Okay. Mr. N dug up something interesting. Have you heard the name of the sponsor behind the Research Society? Her name's Full Wish.
That name rings a bell. Wait, isn't she the boss of Full Wish TV? I think she was one of the survivors of Graphia Academy too. This is getting a little too coincidental. Just like every case you've accidentally cracked before. Mr. Ashvale, should I compliment your keen instincts or your incredible luck?
Luck's a part of a detective's toolkit, too. Anyway, whether Full Wish is guilty or not, we won't know until we look into her. That's why I asked you here.
Dovebrook District New Life Project. Public Recruitment and Mental Healing Seminar at the Research Society of Happy Smiles. And she's the speaker? Holding a seminar at a place meant to bury past trauma, the very site of 2 bloody incidents. Miss Fullwish's audacity is certainly impossible to ignore.
So what are we waiting for? It's time to drag Dovebrook District's old skeletons out into the light.
Are you talking? Yeah, I'm almost there.
I want more happiness.
Incense ascend.
Here comes a difficult dance. Not enough time to return.
Locked and loaded.
Unite our goals.
Bring it on.
Can't wait anymore. Immolated my dance. Dream vanished.
Allow me to purge the time to cleanse the filth.
Waiting in line for let's duel. Time's up.
You want to betray me? Memories. It all died. So beautiful.
There's no reasoning with you. Those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave. Bring it on. There's your reward.
The candle flickered, etched in your bones. No clouds scattered. Dreams of a... Let us dance once more.
Immerse yourself. Be of your body and mind the truth. Everything in this world is fleeting.
All you stay. Let's duel. Time's up.